Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Good evening from London, England. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. You see it there? Short for Dele London Gooner Space Out. Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. So can I say good morning or good afternoon or good night and rest well to some of you Gooners and football fans all over the world. It doesn't matter what time scale it is, what race you are, what culture you come from, etc. You're all more than welcome to be watching my channel. And I'm doing a review on the Arsenal. That's why I shout out Arsenal fans out there in the world. It's because we've got an important victory over Watford, which finished at Vicarage Road. Watford 2, Arsenal 3. And before I go into the review, the player ratings, etc., make sure you smash a thumbs up like button in abundance, yeah? Do that for me. Thank you. Make sure you leave your messages, your opinions, your thoughts of the game if you were there or you were watching on your TV screen, widescreen, no matter how or by any means, how you watched your Watford Arsenal game. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just tell us about the game. In your thoughts of the man of the match, your thoughts of our performance, leave it in the comment section below where I'll promote positive feedback only. Also, share this channel virally all over the world, yeah? Especially to your friends and your relatives. And if you're watching for the first time and you have friends and relatives, yeah? Make sure they share this channel for the first time and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button, left, right and centre, gloriously but passionately. All over. Let's get the subscriber numbers going. This is the road to 1,000 subscribers. And if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? And I'll do my best to keep this content as possibly consistent. I mean, as consistent as possibly, should I say, the other way around. Anyway, get subscribing, like, comment, share, do all of that for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. I was down at Vicarage Road yesterday and I was treated to a very good performance. The football was brilliant to watch. I could see an identity in the way that we're playing our football. Defensively, we could do a lot better, and we know we can do a lot better. Let's be real. I think the best goal of the game, some will argue Martinelli, some will argue Bukayo Saka. I did like Cucho Hernandez's overhead kick. I have to admit it. It was a fine, world-class displayed technically. And I've said it before about Cucho Hernandez. Nobody talks so much about him, but he will be at a bigger club than Watford with the greatest of respect. And if relegation is confirmed, I will expect him to be on the move. There will be bigger clubs throwing in bigger offers in terms of his wages, promising them European football, etc. He is a phenomenal talent. I do like him. On top of that, the last 4 minutes was so uncomfortable to watch because Watford had got the fifth goal of the game, which made it 3-2 Arsenal, and they were going for the equaliser. You could see it. Their tails were up, and well, right at the business end of the game, a guy called Kalu had a shot, he cut inside of the defender, had a right-footed shot straight at Ramsdale, and it was comfortably dealt with. Even with 5 minutes of stoppage time, we should never have got to that situation. We should have finished the game off. I'm looking at 4-1 to 5-1, possibly 6-1. We had a number of opportunities to kill Watford off, with the greatest of respect to Watford. However, we done our job, and we move on to the next games. And the next games coming up are Leicester City, Liverpool, Aston Villa. They don't get any easier. There's no easier games from the start. So we've got the job done, but we've got to go into every game with the mentality of getting the job done and winning in style if we can. Leicester City at home, and that's a big test. The bigger test is going to be Liverpool on Wednesday, the 16th. That's a big test. And we need, at least, from them two games, at least I'm asking for 4 points. But that's possibly my demand. Maybe I should demand more than more than 4 points. But anyway, I thought Bukayo Saka was absolutely inspirational, phenomenally inspirational. His drive, his pace, strength, and the second goal he won the ball back, out muscling and bullying Tom Cleverley. Played a nice 1-2 with Lacazette and unleashing an unstoppable left foot shot. Then again, Martinelli's goal, beautiful team goal and well finished off. And again, Lacazette, he doesn't get that much credit, but he should do, because he had 2 assists in that game, and credit to him. So for me, we've beaten the team that are fighting for their lives, and you could see it in the last 5 minutes that they wanted to get something out of that game, but we just held on. So without further ado, let's get into the player ratings. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Well, I think he made just one, if not 2 saves. But for me, in the second half, I see him making a silly error. But when we were playing that from the back, he could have played a short, quick pass to Ben White, and he decided to clear it, and it was an awful clearance that led to Watford attacking our goal. But it didn't come to nothing, and it was smothered out in the end. Other than that, can't have too much to complain about Ramsdale. I'm going to give him a 7. No, I'm going to be honest, and I'll give him a 7. He just about gets away with a 7 for me. If you've got your own player ratings, management, ref, and the fans rating, if you want to do your own, leave it in the comment section below. You're more than welcome to do so. Aaron Ramsdale gets a 7 if you agree or not. You know where the comment section is. Cedric, he stepped up again. I thought he stepped up really well. In the first couple of minutes, he was all over the shop. Thank goodness Dennis was offside, because it looks like it was him or Benjamin White or possibly Magalhaes that were playing him onside, but he was just offside, and it was a relief that we weren't 1-0 down so early. But then again, he played his part offensively, and defensively, yeah, he stood up as much as he could. I'm going to give him an honest 7. I'll give him an honest 7.5 if I'm being honest. Benjamin White, yeah, he won his headers, I suppose. He does what he does, as he does every week. Composed on the ball at times, very confident at travelling with the ball, and so comfortable with the ball at his feet. I mean, their second goal, he has to be a lot stronger in a tackle, in a challenge, and he allows Sissoko to get lucky there and slot it past Ramsdale. I'm going to have to give him a 6.5. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes. Maybe he could have been a little bit more, maybe he could have been a little bit more proactive with Watford's first goal. He could have affected that overhead kick, but nevertheless, it was a great bit of improvisation by Cucho Hernandez. The technique was absolutely, out of this class. But again, yeah, good with the ball at his feet, although he gave away 1 or 2 sloppy long passes, and for me, if it doesn't work for the first time, second time, or the umpteenth time, don't keep doing it. Just keep it basic. But other than that, I haven't got a problem with his performance. I'm going to give him a 7. Kieran Tierney, I'm just going to give him a 6. I didn't see that zoop from what I've been expecting from Kieran Tierney. But then again, he was solid when called upon, and yeah, he didn't give much away. Offensively, yeah, he looked very dangerous, especially in the first half when you put in in the second half when you put in a low cross in, and it was such a good low cross. I can't fault him for that. We just haven't got a true number 9 to smell that opportunity. Do I give him a 6? No, I'm going to change my mind and give him a 7. Right, the midfield. Thomas Partey. Well, I thought he had a very decent game. Won 8 of his duels in the air, or he won 8 of his. I think he won 8 of his duels in terms of interceptions. 8 of them. Won 3 duels in the air. He was first at everything that he done. His passing was exceptional. Some brilliant but clever passes going forward. Thought the guy was exceptional. He was unlucky not to get a goal on his weaker foot in the first half. But other than that, I'm going to give him an 8. Granit Xhaka, I must say, he was calm, composed on the ball. He took responsibility when called upon, and then as it mattered. I can't really fault him too much. I'm going to give him an 8 for, you know what, a good, honest performance from Granit Xhaka. Right, Bukayo Saka, 9. Absolutely outstanding. Calls their left back, all ends of problems. Played a part in getting a great goal in that first half. Everything about Bukayo Saka, technically gifted. I mean, we've got to do everything and anything to keep this guy and extend his contract at the club. There's not much I can say about this guy. I've run out of praise to say about this guy. Although he's played so many games, but he wants to play, and you can see it. 9 out of 10. Odegaard, 8.5 out of 10. He was absolutely terrific. He linked up well with Saka for his goal and our first goal, and everything that he did, he was pulling the strings. He was absolutely the Odegaard that was at Real Madrid, or the Odegaard that was on loan at a Dutch club, or another club in France or Norway somewhere. It was the Odegaard that we come to expect, and he showed in big parts, he showed great leadership skills, and that's on the ball. Well, not just on the ball, off the ball as well. And there was a scary moment where I thought he may have given away a penalty here, but he just about got his right toe onto the ball, and thank goodness. 8.5 out of 10. He was close to being man of the match. I think in some Arsenal fans' opinion, he was the man of the match, but we'll move on from that. Gabriel Martinelli, great goal in the second half, great team goal, and well taken by Gabriel Martinelli. Worked hard for the team in the second half, as he did defensively, helped Tierney out as much as he could. Caused Watford all ends of problems when he had the opportunity, only in certain parts. But for me, I think it was justified as he came off, as he was substituted off. Right, I'm going to give him a 7. Alexander Lacazette, I'll tell you what, I'm giving him a 7.5, only because of the 2 assists. Otherwise, his finishing in front of goal is beggars to believe. Seriously, it just looks like he's not going to score a Premier League goal again. I just don't know what it is with Lacazette other than confidence. I don't know what other issues he must be having that is stopping him from scoring in front of goal. He is a goal scorer. We put him up top as the lone striker for a reason, but he's not delivering the goods. Well, I'm just going to give him a 7.5 because of the work rate, and you include the 2 assists he got involved in. So yeah, he gets my 7.5 out of 10. The substitutions, Nicola Pepe. He had 18 minutes to come on and make an impression and to express himself, and he looked quite lively. I must say, he looked quite lively. He looked sharp. Had a shot on the right hand side as he cut inside to unleash a left-footed curler that went well wide of the target. But other than that, I'll give him a 6. Eddie Nketiah, I'm going to have to give him a 7. He was lively. He had, he just came on. Ooh, what am I doing here? He came on and chase the ball down. Just as he does, he chases defenders down. He closes them down as quickly as he can. And I do like his work rate, where he's putting pressure on the defenders to pass the ball as quickly as they possibly can, because he wants that ball with hunger. And unlucky not to get onto the score sheet, where he beat Ben Foster at the near post with a right-footed shot on the right. So I'll give him a 6.5 for his efforts. Do you bring anyone on? Rob Holding. Not enough time to see any of performance from Rob Holding. He came on to show up things at the back, so I'm going to give it a standard 5. The manager, Mikel Arteta. I'll tell you what, I think when he brought on Holding, it gave us a little bit more solidarity at the back. Could he have brought on Pepe a little bit earlier? Possibly. Could he have brought on Eddie Nketiah a little bit earlier? Yes, because he was so more livelier than what Lacazette was. However, he brought him on, but he should have brought on Eddie Nketiah earlier. But his influence on the game, you can see that the players are playing for him, and they're believing into this philosophy and this identity of football that we are producing week in, week out. It seems to be working. Now we've got 4 wins on the spin. He's had a massive part to play in that game. I mean, to play in our form, and a pre-assist as well. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. The ref, you know what? It wasn't too much to talk about the ref. I think he got some of the decisions correct. I think he got the bulk of the decisions correct, and I can't really fault the ref. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. The fans, go on, all the way, 10 out of 10. They were vocal. They never stopped getting behind the team, even when we conceded a brilliant equalising goal and the goal at the end. They got behind the team. I could hear them loud and clear, and for me, they were absolutely tremendous. 10 out of 10. So that's my match review of Watford 2, Arsenal 3. That's all done. So all that is left for me to say is, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, saving the best to last. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I do appreciate it as often as possible, and as always, that's the main thing. So like, comment, share and subscribe. Otherwise, peace again, love again and bless again. And take care of your friends, take care of your families, take care of yourselves. Until next time, DLG Repping will talk again. I'm out of here. All that I need to say is, just please be nice.